You genuinely want to be healed. If you clicked on this video in search of some sort of quick fix, in search of some sort of way to make your problems dissipate overnight, then this video is definitely for you, but probably not in the way that you would like it to be. Hello, my name is Mariah and this is my channel, Khalidar Creations. And today I really want to explore this question: do you truly want to be healed? I feel like it's so important to really ask ourselves, like, do we actually want to be healed? Because we go on this journey of really searching for healing. Sometimes I cringe at the word healed because I feel like the connotations of this word has been skewed a bit nowadays. When I use the word healed today, I'm referring to feeling in your center, feeling fulfilled, feeling balanced. I feel like it's becoming more mainstream to be embarking on a healing journey, which in a way is beautiful that people are opening up to this potential, to this whole level of existence. Yet I also see that it's becoming a bit distorted, and especially the way in which we relate to healing. And it's definitely becoming commercialized, where people will be offering overnight healing from the stance that they will heal you. And all of this, I feel very suspicious of. This feels like a massive red flag. If someone is telling you that they will heal you, chances are there is a level of deception going on, which is being magnetized to you because you are moving from a space of desperation. I truly believe that deception and desperation are like magnets for each other. And when we want so badly for something to change, but we don't want to take responsibility. When we want a quick fix internally, there is a part of us that is deceiving ourselves. So that draws like to it. That makes you so much more susceptible to fall into webs weaved of deception. So what do I mean by this? When I ask the question, do you really want to be healed? I feel like if you truly look inward and you're honest, you will find that there are a lot of parts working within yourself that actually do not want to be healed, that do not want to be balanced, because they thrive off of this imbalance. To make this all a little bit more clear, I'll use an example, a personal example that I'm sure a lot of people can relate to, where I have continuously found myself in relationships, and specifically in this example, I'm talking about romantic relationships, where I repeat the same pattern. It's like a very similar situation, just in a different font. It just has different context, but at the core it's like the same. And to really break this pattern, I had to be honest with myself and look at it like, why do I keep repeating this? And the answer that I found is that there truly was, and still is a bit, I have to keep it in check, there truly was a part of me that wanted these unhealthy dynamics, that was a bit addicted to it. In a way, I felt like I was a bit addicted to misery. Being addicted to misery is so common, meaning we're addicted to our pain. We secretly love our pain. And I know this is such a taboo topic because there's a tendency to react with defensiveness when we hear this. Like, why would I be addicted to my pain? Like, why would I want this to be happening to me? If we chisel this down, there's so much motherfucking gold in it. Like, we can really shift our life when we start to dive deep and get to know what parts of ourselves are actually truly benefiting from the pain, from these reoccurring patterns. Because yes, I'm sure there's a part of you that does want balance, but if you're continuously experiencing a very unbalanced life, then chances are there is a part of you that wants it. And it takes a lot to truly admit this. Like, it takes a deep level of radical responsibility to really look at yourself and be like, okay, let's be real here. Why do I want this? Like, what part of me is benefiting from this? What part of me is addicted to the misery, is addicted to these feelings that, yes, they feel uncomfortable, but I kind of almost like the uncomfort because it reminds me of home. This imprint of home, this imbalance stems from the past, stems from conditioning. So yes, we can recognize this, yet it's so crucial to not get stuck in the past, because I also notice in mainstream perspective right now, it seems to be so fixated on this happened to me, that's why I am the way I am. And what I'm saying is, yes, it's beautiful to have an understanding of what has conspired to calibrate you into who you are now. Now it's important to really take another step to truly heal yourself, to free yourself of this, is to take responsibility. Despite what may have conditioned you into where you are now, here you are now. And what are you gonna do with now? What are you gonna do with this precious gift that is life? Because it truly is a very precious gift to be here, to move through life from a balanced, healed centered space, that is a space that is of source, that is of an energy that moves through life with great responsibility. If you think about it, I truly believe that we are all fragments of the whole. We are all fragments of source, God, however you want to look at it. We are fragments of that, and that which we are fragments of is incredibly powerful. Not money, greed, power, like true power. And with that power, it is great responsibility. It has the responsibility of creating all of this. So if you want to live life in a space in alignment with that from your center, you must move from the same energy in which it moves from. If you are constantly lying to yourself and avoiding responsibility, then you are never going to align with source, with truth, with an energy that is truly deeply fulfilled. And I feel like we humans can get so defensive over things and take things very personally when truthfully it's not personal. All of the bad things in your life happening are not personal. They're just happening as a miscongruence. It's not like you're being punished or that you're not worthy of peace, of healing. It's literally just a product of this dissonance. The farther away you are from your center, it's an inevitable thing in which things are going to unfold in ways that feel incredibly unfortunate. So I feel like through responsibility and really just not taking stuff personally is a path to find true freedom. And of course, there are nuances to what I'm talking about, where even if you are living a life that is very in alignment, that is of deep responsibility, yet unfortunate things happen to you, it doesn't mean that you are out of alignment, because I do believe we only have so much control and that there is a greater intelligence working throughout all of this. So it's really about taking responsibility for the things that are under your own control and knowing that you walk a path of integrity. Then if big challenging things come your way, then you can move with faith and trust that there is a greater plan to this and that you can move through it. And you may not see why this is happening, but there is a greater why in it all. And of course, this topic tends to bring up the question, what about people who are deeply struggling, like deep in poverty and war? Does this apply to them? And I feel like that is a big topic for another day, but I will just say I do believe in our own personal choice, and I believe there's also a greater choice that we may never fully understand. And we each come into this life with certain configurations for a reason, and many people suffer great pains, yet there is something incredibly beautiful that can come out of this pain. And I really do believe in the art of alchemy, which is truly distilling the lessons from this pain. And I feel like it's all one big orchestration that we do not fully understand, because we are not all of it. We are fragments of it. I'm happy to talk about that in greater detail one day, but for now, I'm going to wrap this video up. My camera is overheating, so I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this, to watch this video. And I really encourage you to dive in, deep inquiry. Like, why do I truly want to heal? Like the parts of you, the areas of your life that you feel so stuck in. Really get honest. Why am I stuck here? Is there a part of me that secretly enjoys this? I wish you a beautiful, deeply fulfilling life. Till next time.